So I keep a database of people that I call offering them business, right? Out of all those people that I know that they use the product that we sell, macadamia or nuts or peanuts, it should be almost 1,000 right now. People that I get business from are less than a handful, probably 3 from 1,000, right? Percentage-wise, you can tell 0.0 what, you know. But the idea therefore is that all those people every year I contact them again, one at a time, all over again, as if we never spoke again. I'm like, listen, following up to the email that we've spoken about, how about here, how about this, how about that, whatever it is. But the persistence and the nature of things that you employ in order to achieve what you want to do, it needs to be there. You need to be. I'm not the most consistent guy ever, but every year between January and March, I call all of them, whether or not they are in Belarus, whether or not they are in Ukraine, whether or not they are in Russia, whether or not they are in US, wherever in the world that they are. I pick up the phone, my cell phone. If I know that this month I have a budget to call 100, I'll call 100. If this month I've got a budget to call 5, I'll call 5. If I send an email, I'll send emails. But you need to keep being persistent and being visible within the industry that you are in. You might not do it to your best, but do it to the capabilities that you think that will achieve something and will reach a certain crowd that you want to. People must not forget that there's a Jacob out there. You might not like the current documentary or the current product. Doesn't mean that you won't like it tomorrow. Doesn't mean that your needs won't arise the next day. But anyway, that's just my thinking about no's. So it is what it is. It will always be there. There's never 100% yeses, but there can be 100% no's. Now, it took me a very long time to employ people, at least on a permanent basis. It's because the responsibility and the liability that comes with it is quite high, because you are caring for families, you are caring for people, you have a certain responsibility towards not only the employee, but their children, their interests, their school fees, their everything that they are looking up to. I can always say that for me, the worst times of the month, it's month end. The worst time of the week, it's weekends, because that's the only time that one I have to pay money, and the other one there's no potential of any money coming in. You see, through that process of employing people, I think it gave me not only a bit of pride, but I think you started to plan more, not only for yourself, and the idea of quitting, the idea of saying, oh, I give up, it's not gonna work. It becomes very, very dangerous and non-existent, because it's not only about you. Even if you know in my pocket I've managed to last me 3 months or a month or a week, you begin to think, okay, fine, for the 5 employees or 10 employees that I have, what then is going to happen? For the 100 suppliers that supply me, where are they going to send their product? It's because we live in a space where people buy from same companies for 100 years, 50 years, especially in South Africa. If you investigate some of the relationships that I won't mention here, you ask, when did you start procuring from that company? You ask the supermarkets that are here, they will tell you, oh, we started in 1978, we started in 1965, we started from day one, back then in apartheid era. And then you ask yourself, how is the entrepreneur supposed to compete against that? One company even told me that, listen, we are not going to change because we have invested a lot in our supplier. And then you ask yourself, okay, what does that mean? I'm like, okay, we started a relationship long term, we've invested in our systems and whatever. So which means that the development of the space of entrepreneurs is shrinking by the minute. It's because one guy is having a contract of 1 billion. It's not 10 guys that are sharing 100 million each, or 20, 50, you know what I mean? We're not distributing the wealth. We are saying Jacob owns all the nuts and dried fruits in this space, and only him can sell to us. What does that do to the new entrepreneurs that are coming? What does that do to the new relationships? This is why you find mostly black entrepreneurs defaulting in doing business with the government, because that's the only place where there's quotas. That's the only place where he says, listen, no. You have been through this space, you're a billionaire now. We are doing so much money. Why can't we slice 10% of it to feed this person? Why can't we feed 20% there, 3% there, whatever it is, so that we distribute not even all of it, some of it, so that the wealth it moves, it trickles down. Like our impact now, you speak about employees. I don't like to hire more employees. I like to get more suppliers. Why is that? It's because the more suppliers I get, the more I'm having smaller little independent businesses built under me. If I've got 300 suppliers, it means that I've got 300 businesses that are operating under me. They'll have to buy their own stock. They'll have to go process it. They'll have to do this and that through the process. In the end of the day, at the end of the day, those people know how to pay their own employees and whatever it is and blah, 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 blah. And then you have this massive value chain under you. Like I can confidently tell you now that people that rely on my business or on Nutaria for survival, they are well over 1,000. Either they work for one of my suppliers, either they are a child of one of my suppliers, or the child of employee. You know, it trickles way, way, way down to a level that if you see it, you'll be shocked. One day I'll take you there.